Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little bit about the season and
to avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys,
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough for the first down. They'll slide it up to 37. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
From the gun, running back on the move.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Keeps it on the draw. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore will throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room. It's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Got his man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
To the air, it's Klubnik. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson! On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Moore to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How nice misses it as a defense, but you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He's got him this time. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Buys a little extra time. Running into the open space. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Motion from the wideout. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Play action on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. They'll open the second half with a run. Shakes off the defender. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the cornerback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hughes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. grab behind the line. It's Benson. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rides the back on the option to give. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Firing to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Moore to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack and get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
From the gun, the ground game.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And I understand the decision, man. You got a chance to take the lead with this field goal late in the football game, but your kicker just doesn't come through, and it was so close. The dreaded doink. Now this game is going to get very interesting down the stretch.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to run it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. He is stopped short, and this is going to make things interesting.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man, it's Stewart. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes, and the matchup in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. He might want another play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Tulsa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Running to the left. Finds a little space. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's going to go down as